Hello, my little munchkins, my little crones. How are you? Well, this is a quick one. We're going to go on a recap of what? Potomac.
Yes.
So let's get it, baby crone. My pet peeve of Potomac. I don't like the fact that they ride and Robin about her husband. I don't like it. I don't care what you say. It doesn't matter whether she's light, green eyes, whatever. I don't like it. It's wicked. Mm-hmm. You shouldn't get on this woman. I have an issue with it. You shouldn't let the women pay for what their husbands do.
Yeah.
That is so unfair. And Karen, you are messing with her.
Yes.
Now, I don't know what's your beef, but girl,
yeah,
I don't like it. I don't like it. You made my Robin cry. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it.
Yes, and my pet peeve is the fact that Karen clearly is not honoring her word with Robin.
Not honoring it at all.
So why did you even agree that you guys will make your peace by not talking about each other when all you ever do is just talk about Robin? Anyway.
Talk about Robin's husband and hold her accountable for her husband. Let me tell you something. The Bible says that the bed of a married people is undefiled. Oh, that always trips people up. What they're saying is what goes on between them and their bedroom and what they tolerate and what they do is none of your damn business.
Yeah.
Karen, you should know that. So whatever she tries to do or don't do, that's between her husband and her wife. Stay out of that. Mm-hmm. That's between them and their maker. And if they agree, then it's all right. If it's all right with them, then it's got to be all right with you. That's word, okay? Now, I'm sick of it. Now, you beat the girl up. If she love him, she love him.
Yes.
You all act like you never been in love. You act like you never been in love. You act like you never been blind to love. You act like, you want people, and you're, let me slow myself down. You're probably right out there right now in a relationship that's worse than this and ain't gonna leave. Mm-hmm. But you up there wanting this marriage to break up. No, I don't want it to break up. Why? Because that's what marriage is. It's a mess. It's filthy. It's lies. It's all of that. But you grow together and you grow together. And at the end of it all, it's all those things you want. It's like when you have a sister. You grow up, you fight, you bicker. Yeah. You can't get rid of each other. You may not even like your mother. You can run away from home, but it's still your mother. Well, this is what it's supposed to be like when you're married. Yeah, you fight, you bicker. The person do things you don't like, but you stick it out because you love each other and you are family. Right?
Yes.
And then when it get to the point where both of you say, I no longer can walk with you. That's when even as sisters we depart.
Yeah.
Even as parent and daughter, we depart. But you don't want it to get that way. That's why it's crucial you marry somebody that you really like. Mm-hmm. She likes him. She loves him, but she like him. They've been living together for years. They've been married, and you want this woman to what? Leave? She's in love with him. And that's a good thing.
Yes.
Why? Because love makes you do crazy things.
Yes.
But I wish I was in love. And if I was in love with somebody right now, you think I'm going to let them go? No, I got to want to end it. Not because somebody say end it. I got to want to end it. And if it's all right with me, then mind your damn business.
Yes.
I'm serious about that. Mm-hmm. And I'm sick of it with Karen.
Yeah, honestly. Now, I do want to say.
You don't have to agree. You're your own person.
I wanted to say that I really feel bad for Robin because Robin said, I can't even get to enjoy my marriage because right after we got married.
I don't think she's been married a year.
No, and all this stuff just keeps happening back to back to back. Have her friends be like, leave Juan. Leave Juan. It's just like, I just got married to him. He's got this going on. I didn't even get to enjoy the happiness before you take it away from me.
I feel you, girl.
Yes.
My heart goes out, and I'm sick of it. And Karen, you keep messing with her. I think Karen might have a little bit of jealousy for Robin.
I honestly have to think
I
so.
really think so. Maybe Karen has a crush on Juan, because Karen said that
Yeah, she did.
the woman that he was messing around with looked
like me.
looked like me. I mean, ain't nothing wrong with that.
No.
Because outside of that, I don't, and this is my own commentary,
Yes.
I don't know why Karen messed with Robin. Mm-hmm. And Robin is saying nothing, guys. And y'all just want to be against the light-skinned people. But we don't need division, because here, I don't like that. We're all women of color, and we come in different colors and different sizes and everything. So I don't think that it should be a color thing.
Yes.
I really don't. And because I like Robin, I'm gonna tell you why I like Robin. I like Robin because I just like her. I like her. I'm glad that her and Juan is on the show. I like that they bring a little umph. I like it. I like Gazelle. I like Candace. I do. Not her mouth.
Not her mouth.
If Candace were to go, it wouldn't be the same. I do like Candace. It's her mouth. And you notice she ain't saying a lot. And speaking of Candace, I really did appreciate when Candace said, "Oh no, don't cry. I don't even have no tissues. You're going to make me cry." That was touching.
Yes.
That was touching.
Yes. That is. Candace is showing a little soft side this episode.
Yeah, I like it when Candace is soft. That mouth, it makes me cringe.
Yes.
But I love that Candace. The Candace that's not, because she ain't got nobody to talk about. Because Gazelle don't give her no play. She can say whatever she wanted to say. Gazelle like, you're not worth it.
Yeah, that is honestly
After I done had surgery on my female parts and you cursed it, girl, hell no. That's wicked. You got to give an account for every idle thing you say out your mouth. Girl, you should have never said that. And one thing I'm learning, there are certain things you just can't say to another woman.
Yeah, and she's struggling to get pregnant herself.
You shouldn't say things to another woman. There are things that you just like there are things a man ought not say to another man. Period. And that's where she crossed the line. There are things you ought not say to another woman. Period. You can call her a hoe, you can call her a B, you can call her a slut, but there are certain things you just cannot say because it's a boomerang and you curse yourself. You just have to be careful what you say. Go ahead, baby Crone.
Yes. Now, so we picked off this episode off with, of course, we finishing off a little bit of Wendy and Nneka drama that happened last episode.
Nneka, I told you this. Wendy just said, "I just want to be the only Nigerian. I want it to be all on me." Girl, I love Nneka. I do.
I do. I really do.
I do. And it's wonderful to have that. Why not? Mm-hmm. It's a lot of Nigerians in Maryland. Yeah. Why not have two Nigerian women? What is so wrong with that? You all say you want color?
Yeah.
Well, you got two Nigerians.
That's
so
Wendy
is not the only Nigerian, and that brings that flavor. So I love that because there is somebody that is highly educated that can go toe to toe with Wendy and slam her and leave her with her lip quivering.
Yes, and it
because
won't
because I don't like the way she talked to Mia. But go ahead.
Yes.
But Mia was wrong about that bird. But go ahead.
I was going to say that with having another Nigerian go toe-to-toe with Wendy, the audience can't call colorism.
Absolutely. And I agree. You can't call it. You can't say the network in it. No, they didn't go and get a black American. No. They went and got a true blood Nigerian. And I dig that. I really do. Yes. Thank you, bravo. Yes. Love it. And that way, Wendy didn't want to share that slot. Oh, no, Wendy, you guys share that slot with another one. And I love Nneka. I love her. I do love her on the show. I do. Bring it, Nneka. Bring it. Because right now, I don't like your husband, though.
Yes.
So him alone is going to be a treat for me.
Yes.
When I see how he treats you. Mm-hmm. Clearly, he's a chauvinist.
Oh, okay. Well,
in my opinion, allegedly. I got to see him a little bit more.
I liked how Candace, after they dissolved and was finished having their little conversation, she went over to check on NECA to make sure NECA was okay. Because now Wendy says, I don't know what those shrine people are doing. But she was
Wait a minute, who, what?
Candace said that Wendy is now like a shrine person. She was just like, she was like, I don't know what those shrine people are doing, but I want to check on NECA because that seemed very serious.
Because she was all for Wendy.
Yeah, she
was.
was.
But you know, you can't mess with them lawyers. I dated a lawyer. Honey, they know how to get you tangled in your own word. And the idea of how they remember is staggering.
Yes.
He got me twisted. He would say, but I thought that you said. And I would be like, they good. And she got her. But they don't be doing it with no stuff. They just know their facts. And like where Wendy can go all over the place, the thing is you can't lose focus. And remember, Wendy got a PhD as a philosopher. Mm-hmm. So what you see is the philosopher, the PhD, and the lawyer. So that's a good dynamic. You see those, that was delicious. Yeah. But you see the philosopher, and this particular incident was no match for the lawyer.
Yes.
Because she just quieter. Left her like, who, what?
Yes. When she was just like, but if you don't know Lebby, then why were you honoring her at your daughter's ceremony? And when he was like, what? No.
And did you see everybody at the table like this? Hold up. You seen people like this? Hold up. Yes. You see people like this? Or you seen Karen like, they looked at her like she was a player, like,
yes, they did.
She was so cock-busted that and she just left her there with what? Who, what? Don't mess with them lawyers. I'm telling you. What I know.
Oh, that was
priceless.
Gold.
She left Wendy quivering. Now, nobody went on about it because everybody really do get along with Wendy. Mm-hmm. But had it been Gazelle, they would have wore that to the groove.
Yeah, they would.
You know, they had my girl Robin in the car crying. Y'all know I'm not over that. I was really sad about that. And you know what, Robin? You are not alone. That's right. We are here with you. Yes. Go ahead. My Robin was fine. If I could have just got to the TV and hugged her. But I have to say this. Now, unless I misunderstood this, it seemed to me that Mia really didn't care.
Yes, actually, it did seem like it.
It seemed...
Because it took her a while for her to notice.
To even show. And it's like, when she seen Wendy, because even Wendy cared. Mm-hmm. And definitely Candace.
Yes.
And you got to understand, they put her in the car with the people she didn't even want to be with. Mm-hmm. But they put her there. And so she has this humiliating moment where she breaks down. And I did like the way Candace, I did like the way Wendy really did. But Mia, it was something off about it. And it was something off-putting, like Mia was treated it like, I really don't give a damn. And the reason why I think I feel the way, I could be wrong. I got to look at it again. Or I got to see next week how they clean this up. Because I didn't like it because Mia just was talking about how someone had deleted themselves and how they got the money. And I felt sorry for her story too. So I don't know about Mia. Mia got, I don't know. Because you know Mia is one of my faves.
Yes.
She's one of my faves, you know. So Candace will be one of my favorites. She just watched that mouth. Yes. I do like Candace. But I like Candace being friends with people. I don't like Candace being a mouth. I don't like her mouth.
So next we have a little bit about.
I bet you better come back. Hey. I like Candace. Mm-hmm.
Now what I do find interesting, so the way this works is that, this is how the day ran down. It started off with Ashley having the girls come together to draw pictures of their below regions as an interpretation. And everybody was a little bit off-put about it. So they started talking about Robin. Robin just didn't get to have peace this day. It was like one moment after another they were attacking her. And So, but she...
And it's not you, baby Crone. I saw the same thing.
Yes.
And it is there, guys.
Mm-hmm.
You all can be against Robin all you want. I know all of you can't be against Robin. Come on. Robin fans out there, give us a thumbs up. If you're a Robin fan, please, guys. We can't be the only one.
No.
We big love. I love them all. I really do. I really do. But you know what? Robin is an OG to me. Mm-hmm. You know, so is Karen. I would be this way with Karen. I would be this way with any of them, really. You know, I don't like it. I don't like what they do. I don't like it.
So the next event that the ladies were going to was two separate things. I can't know. I forgot who went with Ashley, but they went to go try on some cowboy boots. Mm-hmm. And then it was Wendy, Mia, Karen, and somebody else that went to go to a distillery. Mm-hmm. Now, the girls were a little bit confused because they thought it was going to be like a brewery or a winery, but it was a distillery.
But then they split them up?
Yes, into two separate groups.
Right.
And it was nice to see that Mia was keeping her sobriety, and she was just like, I am not going to be drinking any of this.
She's not drinking wine. No hard alcohol.
Yes. So she stayed true to that. Now, it was funny when they went to go sit down and have a little lunch session, and there was a crow that came over and squawked. And Mia was like, that's not your mom, is it? And Wendy was just like, don't do that.
They didn't like that at the table. No. They all was like, Candace was like,
yes, they were.
They was like, we don't need it. We don't need it. And that's what I'm saying. Mia's like that. Mm-hmm. She's that girl.
Yeah.
But she picks at people.
She did.
She picked at her. And Wendy was like,
right.
We could do without the jokes. Do you agree?
Yeah.
Dummy. Yes. That's all she had.
And then
to
she
say.
tried to play the sympathy card by saying that they're messing with her mom. She's like, I didn't even want to have to defend this. And then she brought up the definition of a shrine.
Let me tell you, if that's the case, because if you practice Catholicism, then a shrine, let Wendy tell it, is any place that has religious artifacts.
Yes.
No, we're not talking about a shrine. Let me be clear. There are a shrine where you lay people on the altars, where you can have candles. You could put whatever, spells, those are shrines too. Wendy's trying to make it out. She's working too hard.
She is.
She's doing too hard to saying that her mother's not a black magic woman.
Oh, yes.
She's working too hard at it. If she just leave it alone, if that's my mom, that's her root. I get it. I would just have respect for the woman. But because Wendy is trying to shut it down, yes. And I think it has a lot to do with her husband. Because of why they don't want to that Igbo thing, I really do. But at the end of the day, Wendy, I really don't care. Yeah. If your mother deals in the arts, she deals in the arts. Period. And if you know that about me, then I advise you, don't mess with my mama children. Mm-hmm. Don't try to hide it.
Yeah, she's blowing it out of proportion.
Clearly, your mother deals in the arts. You could see it.
Yeah.
You could tell by the way she was saying, I'ma send down Holy Ghost fire. All of that. Give me some lightning, baby. I mean, you could see it. So you're working too hard at something. Doesn't matter. That's your mama roots. Let her have her roots. Shoot, you got power. Yes. That means somebody come messing with you. You don't want to mess with me, boo. Let me hold your glove.
Yes.
Come here, let me see your hair. Let me see that straw. If you got it like that, you got it like that. Mm-hmm. I'm just saying you're trying too hard about the shrine and everything. As many times have I gone to church and they have religious artifacts. I've never looked at my church as a shrine.
Right. That is true.
I don't. But a shrine, you can have a shrine in your house. You can have a shrine in your closet where you have religious things, where you go to pray, where you put things on the altar, blah, 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 for good or for bad, for white or for black magic. A shrine is a shrine.
Yes.
Okay.
Also, now I do know who went to go try on boots. It was NECA,
Oh,
Robin.
it was NECA. It was Karen. No, Karen didn't go.
No, it was
but
Gazelle.
Nneka, Gazelle, and the light skinned girl,
Ashley.
Ashley.
Yes.
I couldn't think of her name. I had to call her the light skinned girl. I couldn't think of her. And I'm far from racist, so I just couldn't think of her name.
And
Ashley.
then the last scene where we left off on was at the dinner table, which is when things really got heated up for Robin, because I think it was Wendy. Yes, it was Wendy who implied that Juan had Title IX violations, and that just made it even worse.
Because because she's saying, you're saying something, you don't know what you're talking about. And they're trying to tell her, I know the law. I know, you know what, see, if she sits back and say, okay, have it your way.
Yeah.
They're going to say, you don't want to talk about it. Mm-hmm. You know, but I think for me, I would just not bring my husband in, none of his business. If you find it out, I would say it's a court legal matter. I'm not supposed to talk about it.
Yes, that's what Candace advised her to do. She was like, as a legal matter, you shouldn't have spoke about it.
Well, she didn't. I guess it came up and...
Yeah, it came up at the reunion
It
because
came
Andy
up
brought it up.
and they talked about it. So at that time, I guess she did say it, but she's trying to be nice. You know, so... I don't know. I ain't feeling it.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I don't like it. I don't like that.
But also at the dinner table, this was funny to see. Nneka was talking about how she wants to do a traditional Nigerian wedding, her and her husband. And the entire time, Wendy is trying to find any way to be distracted and not be interested to hear about Nneka gloating about her name.
What was she doing?
As she's talking, she's over here picking at her food, or she's like handing food off to somebody else, or just like looking down like, And I'm just like, girl, we see you are clearly avoiding Nneka
See, that's what I'm
gloating about
saying.
Nigeria.
But then she goes and say, this woman don't like me. This woman ain't about that. This woman just saying, look, you scare me. I don't want my name on no shrine.
Yes.
We're cool.
It's Wendy.
Don't come for me. That's Wendy. This is Wendy. And I'm being honestly fair. This is Wendy.
It is.
Watch closely.
Yes.
It's Wendy. If Nneka do something, I'll bring Nneka neck to the table. But Nneka is just trying to fit in. You know, I think she found a place.
Yeah.
I like her. I like her. She giving Wendy a run for her money.
Yes, she
I don't
is.
know. I got to look at their fashion because I got to look at how they dress. I got to look at some things like that with the difference between them, you know.
Yeah. So that was pretty much it for this
That was
episode.
it.
Yeah. There wasn't much to really talk about. Because it was mostly about Robin this episode. And, of course, finishing off the Wendy and Nneka. And then, of course, we were still talking about Wendy. So that was pretty much all the topics we had to talk about this episode.
Yeah, we're sorry again that we apologize for our tardy. I don't know what it was. I guess when I got demonetized, I was just like, I got demonetized because I didn't fill out the paperwork right. We didn't do the paperwork right. And so we had to sit out. And it put me in a way. But it's all good. It's all love. It's all right. You live and you learn. Lesson learned. I didn't do anything. I didn't break no violations.
Right.
I just had my paperwork in and it was done incorrectly. And instead of them saying, okay, we'll take the paperwork and do it, they didn't. They made us sit out for 32 days.
Yes.
So that's... And it threw me off. Other than that, I was just depressed. I just was sad about that because we just got monetized. And I feel good about the fact that, because I was embarrassed. I had went to turn on and I saw that we were just playing regular. I said, where are my commercials? And it was gone. And that's when I found I didn't even know. So, and it threw me in a loop. So, but you know what? Nothing keeps the Crone down, right?
No.
We're back. In your face, and it's all good because we did nothing wrong, just a little bit of paperwork we didn't understand. So with that being said, hopefully we'll be doing readings on the 30th at 4:30 in the afternoon, which will be on a Saturday, December. We can't wait to talk about the New Year's, what you call it?
The New Year's resolution
The
tarot
New Year
reading.
resolution tarot card. Put it out there. So with that being said, please join us and thank you for joining us. And please give us your opinions on this
recap.
And we really appreciate it. Thank you so much for joining us. sunflowers.